All right, welcome back to our Tottenham Career Mode. So it is time for the Europa League quarterfinals in this episode. In the last one, we beat Hoffenheim in the round of 16, and now we have Club Brugge in the quarterfinals. We also ended the last episode beating Man City 5-0 in the Premier League. That was probably the biggest win of the season to this date. So we're going to try and carry that momentum into this episode. So these are the Europa League quarterfinal matchups. There's some very good teams still in this competition, so I would say we're fortunate to get Club Brugge. We should beat them and advance to the semis, but we still have to get the job done. Arsenal's still in the quarterfinals. Imagine a North London derby final in the Europa League. That would be insane. All right, so we're sticking with the 4-3-3 for this game. It is a rotated team though. Still should be able to beat Club Brugge. So let's just get this started. Europa League quarterfinals leg 1. Let's see what we can do. Before the game started, the announcer said that Lucas is the top scorer of the Europa League, so that is interesting. We should beat them convincingly. Lucas into Lamela. Bergwijn could maybe get to this. He does. Defender just messed up so bad, and then we can't get a shot away. Bergwijn is up to an 87. I don't know why he's growing so fast. It's actually insane how fast he's growing. He's probably going to get to an 88 by the end of this season. That's higher rated than Son. That is just insane. So Vinicius, Lamela. I see Lucas. All that pass is a little bit too strong. Can still do something with this. Lucas finds room for a shot, and Lucas puts that in. That is like a carbon copy of a goal he scored in a previous game, cutting in like that. And that is goal number 1 already in this tie. Pass was way too strong, but Lucas collects it, drives in, finds an angle, and he puts that in. The top scorer of the Europa League, 8 goals, puts us up 1-0 in the 16th minute. Great start to this game. Drive this forward. What can we do? Give that to Lucas. Vinicius. Lo Celso. Bergwijn. Back in the middle. Okay, he just left it. I tried to put a low cross in, and he just left it. It's a decent ball in. Oh, that's a great 1-2, and they are going to equalize. That was a really good 1-2. I did not expect that. Pass in. Was not expecting that, and he puts it in. All right, 1-1. Club Brugge are going to make this a game. We could stack up the away goals, though. That is going to set us up perfectly for the second leg. So that is what we're going to try and do. That pass is a little interesting. All right, they're going to have a corner here. 42nd minute. Should be cleared. It is. Lamela can try and pick this up, and we can go on a counterattack. Bergwijn, you have so much pace. Just bring this forward. What can we do? What can we do? Oh, how do I not outpace? There's whoever that is. I completely expected just to outpace him. All right, we might get one final attack in before the ref blows the whistle. Bergwijn, Vinicius, Lamela. Oh, I should have played it into Bergwijn. Keep missing these passes. Vinicius, Lamela. Can't find a shot, and that is halftime. All right, 1-1. They're playing better than I expected. Much better than I expected. But we need to take over. Let's try and do this in the second half. Bergwijn, Lo Celso. Bergwijn, you were going to get to that. We're going to cut in. What can we do with this? Play that into Lucas. Lucas. Vinicius. Vinicius goes for a shot. That's blocked. That was well worked. Just could not put it in the back of the net. Dyer's going to steal that. Beautiful. Play that through. Beautiful. Lucas. Who is this? Finish this. Oh, how does the keeper save that? Mignolet. That should have been 2-1. This should be 2-1. Maybe not. Oh, I don't like this passing. This is where we concede. Thankfully, we're getting a good challenge. Lamela, get that to Sissoko. Back to Lamela. Can get that to Bergwijn. Bergwijn, what can we do? We're going to stop. Go for a shot straight at Mignolet. Okay, that was a terrible corner. Lamela's going to pick this up. Give it to Lo Celso. Get that to Vinicius. Square it for someone. Just no one in the box in a good spot. All right, counterattack. Vinicius. Oh, that's a great ball. Goes around. Gonna go for a shot. Keeper saves it again. Mignolet is just in form. He is just saving everything. So it's such a good chance. Corner is going to be swung in. Vinicius. Someone get to that. Lo Celso goes for a shot. That was like on the half volley. So it goes over the bar. 15 minutes. Do not want to draw this game. I want one more goal. I want one more away goal. At least. Maybe find Lo Celso with that pass. That was beautiful. Bergwijn, that was a terrible run. What can we do with this? Stay with it. Lo Celso, what a pass. Oh, it goes wide. How do we not put that in? That pass was beautiful. Oh, that would have been such a nice goal if we scored that. Right, Winks is coming on for Lo Celso. I'm going to put on Kane for Vinicius. And then let's do Bale for Lamela. For this last 8 minutes, can maybe get one more in this game. I don't really like taking a 1-1 draw into the second leg. Winks, Kane already in a good spot. First touch by Kane, goes for a shot. Is blocked, almost had an instant impact. Kane puts that in. He does have an instant impact. Comes on 3 minutes later, gets a goal, 2-1 up. I like that a lot better than 1-1. Finally, we score from another corner. Kane actually puts that on target this time, and that's a very good header. Right past Mignolet. All right, 2-1 scoreline. I'm liking that a lot better. They're putting pressure on their back line, though. They're trying to get this ball out. We're almost picking it up. We do pick it up. Bergwijn. We need to punish them. Bale. Lucas. Put this in, Lucas. Lucas puts it in. That is exactly what I wanted. Get up. I don't know what's happening. But that is 3-1. The top scorer of the Europa League strikes again. That is a great finish from Lucas. Once again on his left foot. All right, 3-1. I am liking that, though. Much, much better than 1-1. Great performance. Saved it at the end. And now we're in a very good spot for the second leg. Great performance. All right, so our next game is in the Premier League against Fulham. They're sitting down in 14th. So Man City have gone into first place, but we do have a game in hand. So if we win that, the lead in first place will go up to 2 points over Man City for us. So 7 games left in the Premier League, and we have control of the top spot in the league. If we win every game, we will be crowned champions at the end of this season. That is all thanks to beating Man City in the last episode. So this is where things are really going to start to heat up. We just can't drop points. And we're facing a lot of teams that are very beatable. We have Fulham, Crystal Palace, Sheffield United this month. Those should all be 3 wins. And then in the final month of the season, we have Leicester, Wolves, Burnley, and Leeds. So Leicester and Wolves being the tougher of the 4, but Burnley and Leeds, those should be wins. So it's going to be a crazy end of the season. We just can't drop points. Just can't happen. Just can't happen. So full strength team taking on Fulham. It's away from home, but we should be able to beat them. In these last 7 games, a loss or a draw could cost us the title. We just can't drop points. Let's see what we can do at Craven Cottage against Fulham. All right, come on. If we beat Man City 5-0, we should be able to beat Fulham. So let's just get this job done, and hopefully Man City drop more points. That will make these last 7 games a little bit less stressful for us. But there's pressure on both of us. Us and Man City did not drop points. So let's not do that in this game. Great interception by Skriniar. Dombele to Dele. Kane, you're in a good spot. Go on this run. Finish this, Kane. Oh, it's blocked. That was such a good block by their center back. Højbjerg into Dele. Kane. I think he's onside. Kane. Oh, that is goal number 1. He's onside. That is a beautiful start to this game. Great pass from Dele, and that is a great finish from the Premier League top scorer, Harry Kane. Right into the corner. 26 goals for Harry Kane. 1-0, 14th minute. Great start. CPU never shoots outside the box. Like, I don't know if I ever see them shoot outside the box. It's always these little passes that they score from, and that is over the bar. Dombele to Dele. Kane can go on a run here. I see Son making an overlapping run. Kane, put this in near post. That is 2 for Harry Kane. And we are getting the job done versus Fulham in this first half. Just all Harry Kane cuts in. Great finish. 27 goals for Kane in the Premier League. 24th minute, 2-0 up. Let's not stop here. Let's try and get some more. Get that to Ndombele. Kane might be in again. He is in again. He is. Gonna cut in. Dele. Dele goes for a shot. Keeper is... That was a weird save, but it is a save. All right, this is some decent passing from Fulham. Trying to stay strong defensively. They always do that. They just run backwards so far. Ndombele play that to Kane. I see Bale. Is he going to get by his defender? Play that to Dele. On the first time shot. Straight at the keeper. Corner is going to be swung in. Kane. Kane. Oh, that was a very good header. Keeper just makes a good save. Aurier into Kane. Deli goes for the shot. Once again, a good save by their keeper. All right, we might get one final attack. Their defense is pushing a lot of numbers forward, leaving room for us to counterattack. Son, straight at the keeper. Why are my shots always straight at the keeper? I definitely aimed for the right side of the goal, but that was a good half. Good half. All right, we're gonna go short with this one to Ndombele. Højbjerg into Deli, always offside. Oh, Højbjerg wins that beautifully. Kane to Deli, and he puts that in. 3-0. That is probably all 3 points in this game for Spurs. Beautiful pass from Harry Kane, just right to the side of the defender, and Dele Alli finishes that. That Kane and Dele Alli combo. 16 goals for Dele Alli. 3-0 up, 55th minute. This has been a great performance so far, and it might get better. Kane almost was in there. Okay, they passed it straight to him, though. If you're going to do that, we are going to punish you. Kane for the hat trick. Kane. Oh, we hit the post? How do you hit the post from that close? Get that towards the middle. Get that to Ndombele. And again. I want to sweat this. I think he's onside. He is, and Gareth Bale puts that in. That was so sweaty, but that is 4-0. Gareth Bale's 9th goal of the season. 4-0 up, 70 minutes played, and they just give the ball up. Wow, Fulham have played so bad this game. Like, really bad. All right, Winks is coming on for Ndombele. About 20 minutes left. They have a free kick here. What are they going to do with this? Probably go for a shot. That is an interesting shot. Deli is in here. Their defense just can't do anything against us. Dele Alli puts that in. Oh, their defense just cannot do anything. Just a simple run, completely free, and Dele Alli finishes that. Well, 5-0. Okay, this could be a chance, another chance. Son, one of the players that has not scored this game. Gonna try and put that past the keeper. That is 6. Fulham is getting demolished. Son, that is a beautiful finish, little cut in. And that is 6-0. We are playing like champions. This is what a title-winning team does to a team that's in the bottom half of the table. 6-0. Cannot be mad about this, even though they have played so bad. This might be the worst I've seen this CPU play. It might be. Like, look at Dele Alli. He's just in again. He's just in. He is just in. Is this going to be 7? It's going to be 7. 7-0. Not going to watch the replays. 7-0 against Fulham. This is ultimate with competitive mode on. Fulham are just not up for it today, I guess. And that is full time. 7-0 to Spurs. Dele Alli got a hat trick. I didn't even realize that he got a hat trick. So many goals, I lost track of them. But that is a great performance. Another 3 points. All right, so that has restored our 2-point lead at the top. 81 goals scored this season. That is just crazy. 57 goal difference. That is insane. 6 games left, and we have control of the top spot. But our next game is the second leg of the quarterfinals of the Europa League. So I think we're going to put out the second team. Up 3-1. They would have to do something amazing to come back in this tie. So I have full faith in my team that will go through to the semis. Let's see what this second team can do. I really wish you could see some of the gameplay in this sim feature. I want to see the goals. I don't want to see that goal though. Okay, they get one back. They get one. 3-2 on aggregate. That is not great. But I think due to away goals, they'd have to score 2 more. So we're still in good shape, especially if we're able to score one here. Or no, they'd have to score 1 more. Well, now they have to score 2 more. Now they have to score 2 more. Bergwijn scores 44th minute. So 4-2 on aggregate. All right, I feel better about that now. Let's see if we can keep it up in this second half. It would be great to make it to the semifinals of the Europa League. We won a trophy this season. FA Cup is still up for grabs. Europa League is still up for grabs, so that is what we want to try and get. And we're also top of the Premier League, so the treble is still on this season, which is insane in our very first season with Spurs. We are definitely overachieving to some degree. Well, we'll see how the rest of the season goes. We just want silverware. That's my main goal this season. I just want a trophy. That is all I want, and that is 2-1. Eric Lamela scoring in the 77th minute, and that is going to put us through to the semifinals. All right, I'm going to bring on Marsh, Cornet, and then we'll bring on Rodin for Dyer. And then we are just going to skip to results. 5-2 in aggregate. We make it to the semis of the Europa League. Good performance by the second team. All right, so next game is against Crystal Palace in the Premier League. And as you can see, we have Real Sociedad in the semis of the Europa League. So that will be in the next episode. I think we'll finish with Crystal Palace in this episode and then start next episode with Sheffield. Because the Premier League is so close, I don't want to sim too many more games. We might sim like one of our last 6, but I'm going to try and play most of them. So that if we win this title, it's going to be us winning it and not just the CPU winning on a sim. So that is the plan. Crystal Palace are down in 18th. If we could pull out a performance like we did against Fulham, we'll be fine. So that is the goal. And Man City are playing Arsenal at home, so that is a game where they could drop points. So we're going to keep our eye on that game. All right, we're going full strength against Crystal Palace. We cannot drop points. We just can't. So let's see what we can do in this game. All right, so this game seems simple on paper, but you just never know facing these lower rated teams in the Premier League. I would like a game just like Fulham, so let's see what we can do in this one. REA, play that into Deli. Deli, Kane. This would be a good start with an early goal. You know, Kane has room here. Might as well go for a shot, even though it gets blocked. Big surprise. We have the best defense in the Premier League, and we also probably have the best offense with 81 goals scored, so that is quite the feat. Deli, beautiful touch. Cross this in. That is a terrible cross, though. What is the keeper doing there? Wow, they are very lucky that that did not go out to a Spurs player. These through balls by the CPU are very, very deadly. There's one thing that I should be afraid of. Kane is in space, though. Kane to start us off. Oh, that was a powerful finish from Harry Kane. 1-0 up. Great start to this game. Our captain, our talisman, top scorer of the Premier League, doing his job. Great finish. Great start to this game. 1-0 up. Afraid of these through balls. Great challenge by Højbjerg, though. Skriniar has been so good in our defense as well. He's been a very quiet performances, but he has made our defense a lot stronger, I feel like. Especially since changing formation. Son, that shot is blocked. Corner swung in. Bale gets to that. That was an awkward header. Son is going to pick this up. Going to go for a shot. Oh, I thought that was in. I thought that was in. Got a little bit excited. Decent effort from Son. Dombele to Deli. Kane, you go on a run. You're probably in. Son is in, though. Son, finish this. Heung-min Son puts that in. 2-0. Great finish. This game is going according to plan. That is a beautiful ball by Dele Alli, and that is a beautiful finish from Son. All right, 34th minute, 2-0 up. Son, play that to Deli. Get it back to Son. What can we do with this? And Dombele. Kane. Oh, this passing is beautiful. This is beautiful from Spurs. Bale puts that in. All right, I'm going to show sliders. I'm going to show sliders just in case. Just in case anybody is curious or wondering. Default sliders on Ultimate. CPU is just not playing great. Or we're just playing that good. Bale puts that in. That was beautiful. Look at this ball movement. It is just beautiful. Bale finishes it off. And we are 3-0 up, 37 minutes in. Oh, I like that one. That was a good goal. So it seems like the 4-3-3 attack is still the best formation in FIFA. That's what it seems like. Oh, beautiful challenge from Højbjerg. Beautiful. Play that to Deli. Seeing Dombele. Get that to Son. Son could be in again. Takes a heavy touch. Son. Oh, drags it wide. Drags it wide just a tad. Man, the way we're playing, this title looks like a very, very real possibility. We are just playing like champions, and that is the end of the first half. I'm so happy with the way we're playing. I saw on the screen that Man City are 1-0 up on Arsenal, but we are playing like you would expect champions to play, so we just have to keep this up. There's a good ball to Bale. REA could be in here. Man, you really do score a few goals, and they just push numbers forward like crazy. And Dombele to Bale on his left foot. Get on his right, maybe goes for a shot that maybe wasn't the best choice, maybe. Højbjerg, shoot this from range. It is blocked. Man, shooting outside the box is so tough in this game, though. Maybe that's why the CPU doesn't do it. Good ball into MacArthur. This is looking decent from Crystal Palace, doing a little bit of excessive skill moves there. It hasn't been too bad in this episode. That is like the first instance I've really seen where it's like, all right, that's a bit much. I wonder if on that recent update they toned it down a bit. There's probably still going to be all kinds of updates to Ultimate. And they're just letting Hugo Lloris just hold this. Interesting. All right, I just see in the top right, Arsenal have scored against Man City, so it's 1-1. That is a good result for us. For once, probably the... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, this is not good. I just completely lost it. Good thing we scored 3 in this game already. But as I was saying, for probably the first time in Spurs history, we're rooting for Arsenal. We want them to beat Man City. So currently 1-1 in their game. Okay, I keep giving it up. What am I doing? Spurs, get your head on straight. All right, Crystal Palace are just turning it on all of a sudden. Ayew, great defending by Reguilon. No call from the ref. Good, I like to see it. I like to see it. Could go on a break here. Højbjerg, play that in to Dele Alli. Dele, and he puts that in. We score so often in that same exact form. Just through ball, all the time in the world to shoot, and we put it in. All right, that is better. That is better. 4-1. Dele scoring once again. Probably time to make some subs. All right, Winks, Bergwijn, and Vinicius coming on for this last 8 minutes. Let's just hope Arsenal can get something from City, because that would just give us an even bigger advantage, and that would be insane for us. And that is full time. 4-1 versus Crystal Palace. Wasn't as convincing as the Fulham game, but 4-1 is still a very good win. So let's see how that Arsenal-Man City game ended. And they drew. Man City drew with Arsenal. Arsenal got something at Man City. That is huge. Oh, that is humongous. Look how the table looks now. 4 points over Man City. 4-point cushion. And we have basically double their goal difference as well. We are in such a good spot to win this league. Thank you, Arsenal, for once. Arsenal fans probably wanted them to lose to Man City, but they got something. So Man City play Villa next. And then they play Leeds, Fulham, and then they play Man United, which that is interesting. And then they play Crystal Palace. So they have one final really tough game against United. But other than that, it's a pretty similar end of the season as us. We face Wolves, which is probably the tougher game of our last 5. But man, we are in such a good position. 4-point lead, 5 games to go. We could actually win the title this season. That is insane. Quick look at the top scorers chart. Kane and Alli, number 1 and 2. Kane with 28 goals, 4 away from the record. And then Dele Alli, 19. And then in the assist department, Kane with 22, Dele with 19, and Son with 13. That is pretty much why we're in such a great position. This team has played so well this season. So in the next episode, we'll start with Sheffield United, play a huge FA Cup semifinal against Man City at Wembley, and then we'll start the Europa League semis against Real Sociedad. So I would say maybe 2 to 3 more episodes of this season. FA Cup, Europa League, and Premier League is still in the cards for us. This is going to be an insane end to this season. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you all have a great day.